Okay, here's a short video on dieting plateaus. So first things first, this is in reference to general population dieting, not dieting for sports with weight classes, bodybuilding, things like that. This is just for general weight loss. I wouldn't consider a plateau anything less than approximately 4 weeks of zero weight loss. Maybe even pushing it to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. But definitely four would be, the minimum in order to call it a plateau. And also notice I say zero weight loss. So if you lost 1 pound over the course of a month, that is not a plateau. Down is still down. No matter how little it is, it's not a plateau. Plateau would be zero weight loss. Obviously, if you had weight gain, that also wouldn't be a plateau. That would be moving in the wrong direction. So we have to be very careful about what we consider a plateau. Obviously, I understand that most people, if they lost only 1 pound in 4, 5, 6 weeks, they would be very frustrated. They would consider it a failure and would want to change something in order to spark more weight loss. But we have to consider a few things. One is everything that you're doing on point during that period of time, that 4 week period. Is your nutrition on point? Whatever it is that you are, whatever your nutritional plan is. If you're tracking macros, are they on point? Are you consistent with it? Is your exercise program on point? Did anything change there? Have you been getting regular walking sessions in and now the weather changed and you're not getting outside as much? Did that change? Has your sleep patterns changed? Are you not getting enough sleep? Have your stress levels changed? So you have to go through a whole checklist first and see if any of those things change. Then it might not necessarily be on your diet, and you need to address some other factors first. So that's where I would start. Checklist. If all those things are on point and nothing has changed and you've lost zero weight, then yes, we can consider this a plateau. What can we do about this plateau? One, don't panic. People only panic when they don't know what they're doing, and we know what we're doing. So what we need to do is decide what subtle changes we can make. There's no need to do anything too radical. So I can't give you a definitive answer because this is a general question and I don't know exactly what each individual would be doing. But some things off the top of my head was, let's try to implement an intermittent fast for 16 to 20 hours. Just one day. That's all. Something simple. That might just be enough to get you to break that plateau. It works all the time. Not all the time, but works often. We may have to change something on just your, maybe your food choices. You can still have the same volume of food, same amount of total calories on average, your same average number of macronutrients, but it might be a particular food choice that could be problematic because of artificial sweeteners, say. Just as an example, it's possible. Is it a definitive answer? No, but it might be someplace we have to look. Do we need to do something as far as your activity level, sleep, and stress? Those are three things right there that can easily be addressed. It could be that we need more or less of any of them. It's not always just a one-way valve. So that's where I would start is is it a true plateau? How long has it been? During that period of time, has anything changed? Is everything on point? And then just try to address one factor at a time. Because if you change 3, 4 different things, we might not be able to pinpoint what was problematic, and it might be more work than we actually need to do. Sometimes simple just works. Simple works fantastically as long as it's not stupid. So keep it simple. If if you if you are, and again, if you are losing weight still, that's not a plateau. If you want to accelerate that weight loss, which I'm very conservative when it comes to losing weight, I'd rather do it over a longer period of time. I think slow and steady wins the race, especially if over the course of the last year, 6 months, maybe 2 years, you've been doing nothing but gaining weight. And you're the type of person that's finally gotten to the point where enough's enough, and you're just starting this diet, and you're into it maybe even just a few months. You've been losing weight right along. You're in a better spot than you were at the beginning of the diet, and you got snagged for a week or two at with no weight loss. That's definitely no need to panic. You just, sometimes your body just needs more consistency. Sometimes consistency, and that could take a week, 2 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. So that's my take on a plateau. You probably just need to stick it out and be a little more patient. If you have any questions, put it up in the comments.